My daughter went to preschool with Martin, and I was lucky enough to coach him and Janie. And Martin is he was a great athlete, and he was my coach on the field. And everybody thought I was a good coach. I had Martin, that was like, he made me look good. I remember Martin crying on the soccer field, and it was weird because everybody stopped. He was such a tough kid, and he was such a great athlete. He was a humble kid too, and he was crying, and I ran to pick him up, and he looked at me, and I held him. So when you hold a kid like that, taken too soon from us, it's a tragedy. I think the universe wants happiness with a loss like that. So.
My first marathon was actually 25 years ago, and that was to really, climb one mountain and say I did it. But I think I just was ready for a new challenge. Living in Boston and living near the marathon course, I was a spectator for many, many years, and so decided to put a team together to raise money for our childhood cancer program. It's hard to describe how wonderful that feeling is, how much exhilaration there is. Mile 20 is the big cheering section for our team. It's where our patient partners are and family members. Probably the place along the course that's one most memorable for me and most important. And when I'm struggling at mile 17 or 18, I go 2 more miles to 20 and get me to 20 and then I'm home.
I mean, we've seen Olivia a few times in the hospital after procedures, and you walk in, she's smiling, the nurses, the whole staff. It's pretty crazy what they do for them. I've been running for Mass General Hospital Pediatric Oncology, and this will be my 3rd year running for them. So when I first signed on, I was turning 40 that year and thought, I'll run Boston Marathon. So I got matched up with a little girl, Olivia, who has a brain tumor, and she happens to live in the next town over. So the first marathon, when I finished, she said, I can't wait for next year. And I'm like, oh, this was because I turned 40. So I did it again. And then with last year, not finishing, Olivia hands me this gift. And it's a bracelet, and it says hero. And I just thought, you're kidding me. Like, I run for you, you're my hero. And, so when she gave me that, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm running next year. It just solidified what I already had in my head.
It's given me more motivation this year to finish the marathon. We have 4 of our former patients running. That's really unbelievable to see that someone who was 12 years old and treated for cancer is now 25 years old and running a marathon on our team. It will be quite a special year.
I know I'm going to be extremely emotional. I'm going to lose it at mile 20, definitely, because I do every time. But crossing over where we were stopped is just going to be, I don't know, it's going to be hard. Sorry.
Last marathon, Martin looked up to his dad and said, Dad, how old do you have to be again to run the marathon? He was 18. He goes, Dad, I'm going to run this marathon. So Bill asked everybody, listen, Martin will never run the marathon. I need you guys you're going to be Martin that day. So when this opportunity came to run the marathon, and I had to step up. This is what they asked, so this is what I humbly accepted. So.